Hey, we are here today with David Wilson from Studio Davissa, and I'd like to introduce David to you as our new official still photographer for Channel 7.
Thank you, Deb.
Welcome, David.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, you grew up here in Morristown.
I did.
And one of the reasons that we chose you as our photographer is you have so much experience with media in the Nashville area.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about your experience after you left Morristown to coming back.
Spent the last 10 years in Nashville as a media photographer. I worked predominantly, of course, in the music industry because that's the dominant field down there. Did a lot of photography for record labels, this kind of thing, but also a lot in commercial food service and that type of thing. So that gave me a little bit of a different edge. I learned a different craft, if you will, than a standard photographer. And about a year ago, I started making plans to come back to Morristown and decided that Morristown was a good area for a commercial studio and that there was a need for what we do. So,
having the background as a commercial photographer, you see things a little differently so that you never take the same type of picture twice because it doesn't sell.
Exactly. When you work in a media like the music industry, that is such a progressive, cutting-edge industry that everything I did for them had to always be a little different, a little more advanced than the last thing. So you get into a mindset of the creativity. Everything I do, I look at it from a really creative perspective. And I think, how can I take this and make it look a little different each time I do it?
And because you have that eye, it's easier for you to get to know a person and actually bring their personality out.
Absolutely.
In the portrait. So whether, like you said, just because your commercial photography does not limit you just to businesses.
Not at all.
Weddings, engagement pictures, family pictures that are unique.
Very much so. In fact, we've kind of titled our photography what we refer to as lifestyle photography, because we feel like what we do is capture a person's lifestyle. I've started doing things like photographing family reunions. That's something a lot of people don't think about as family reunions. You know, it's an opportunity for everybody to be together, and it's a chance for us to capture that whole lifestyle, that entire family, generations sometimes. So we really try to make our photography something that is so personal, so creative, and so unique that everything we create truly is a piece of art for our client.
Right. And I know that we share a lot of the same feelings because both of us had a very nice career in a larger city. Why did you come back to Morristown?
It's simply a love for this town. I was born here, raised here, my family's here. There are a lot of things about the city that I loved, but I found,
I love the energy of the city.
The creativity is so great there. And I've managed to keep a tie to that so that I can still draw from that, but my heart was here. This is just my town. It's home. And I found over the last year that every day I was just thinking, you know, how can I get home? How can I get home? I want to be there. And there's a lot to be said for wherever your heart is, you know, that's where you want to be. And so Melissa and I decided it was time. And so we came back here, hopefully to bring something home that people will benefit from and enjoy. But I love being here. I am absolutely loving being back in town. It's a friendly town, a warm town. The best people on earth live right here in Morristown.
As many conveniences, as much fun as the city is, the one thing that the city can never offer you is community.
Absolutely.
Well, David, again, welcome to Channel 7. And thank you for sharing your images with us today while we've been talking. We really enjoyed those, and they are unique. So regardless of what event you're having, if you see David out with Channel 7, feel free to just walk right up to him and talk about some things you're going. We've got the website, the telephone number up. So welcome back to Morristown.
Thank you, Deb.